Check, 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 check mic, check mic. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Welcome to Brewster Ice Arena on the Big Boy Rink. The Express, off the heels of a thrilling 3-2 come-from-behind victory yesterday, look to close out the weekend and go into the holiday by slaying the dragon that has become the Hitmen. Fourth meeting between these two teams. First two went to Jersey. Last one ended in a tie. And I would say Westchester was the better team in the last couple meetings, but have not been able to score enough goals to be victorious. So 3 periods, 17 minutes on the board today. Final instructions from Coach Gillespie as he will send out Everett McDonald today, and I once again apologize for the goalie mix-up in the first 2 periods yesterday, as Hallowitz, who may have had the 2 best saves of the season, was incorrectly labeled as Everett. But both goalies have been playing well and expect that to continue today. Exciting contest yesterday. 2 third-period goals. And a really big third period from the concierge, Avi. Got the game-tying goal, a couple of big defensive plays, and then Rigos to Dratty. And a beautiful pass by Dratty on the breakaway led to Colin Nigro's game winner and a 3-2 victory. So McDonald versus Paul and Sato today. Hitmen allegedly come in a little banged up, couple injuries, and a couple of guys that certainly know each other as we get ready for puck drop in the line number 1 there, and the face-off won by the Express. Avi tries to clear it and has the puck up but not out. Got a Hitman who is trapped in the zone. He has to clear it. And back in they come. Antonucci picked up by Avi. Behind the net, big hit by Colin. Off the wall as Rigos tries to clear it, but not out. And now Nolan will head up ice. Was held from behind and then hit. And one of those will be a penalty. I believe it looks like they're going to call hooking. And so we'll get our first look at the Westchester power play in the opening minute here of the first period as Nolan draws the penalty. And so the power play unit will go out. Dratty, Nolan, AJ, Colin, Wurtzy making his debut on the number 1 power play line. Wish him the best. Puck drop. Controlled by the Hitmen and cleared out. Wurtz will go back. Cross ice for Nolan. Nigro. Wurtz. Nigro. Wurtz, one of the Hitmen now, lost the stick. Wurtz for Colin. Up top again for Nolan. Nigro. Wurtz. For Nolan. Shot. Saved by Insulato, but kicked aside and eventually out as they're able to clear it. So Insato making the first save. A minute 17 left on the power play. Bain with good defensive pressure, making it tough for the Express to get out, but here they come with the 3-on-2. AJ drops it for Avi. Back down low for AJ. Looking for an angle and a pass for Colin. Maybe didn't have the stick down there. And I'll go up top again for Tortorella. And Avi fires one. It's still loose in front. Rebound, shot, score! Colin Nigro picks up the loose rebound and buries it home. And the Express are off and running and on the board early, 1-0. It's a power play goal. And Sato forced to make a couple early saves, which he was able to do, but unable to stop play on any of them, and that puck just squirts free to Nigro. with no man on him. And he lights the lamp. The Express, who have been unable to score a ton of goals against the Hitmen, get one early. And puck loose again! Almost another quick goal. As Tortorella found himself wide open in front of the net. And that time, Insato with another save, but another loose rebound. A couple blind spots up here on this perch, so I will either be in the shot or unable to see. And I will probably do both throughout the day. Mason dumps it down low, where Murph goes to grab it. Out the other side they try, but... And now here come the Hitmen. Mason gives chase. Puck, though, a little too high. Then does get a stick on it and clears it nicely. Another good stick there by Mason, but he falls down. And Hitmen retreat and make a few changes. Just like they did yesterday, though, Express making it tough for them to break out. And once again, able to dump it down, where Andrade picks it up and has DeMeo. Shot! Off the post! Good looking shot there from DeMeo. And a good chance to go up 2-0, but the Express certainly looking like the more aggressive and more skilled team early on here. 13-3-3 left in period 1, a 1-0 game. And now here come the Hitmen, able to drive by two players, centering pass. And I believe Everett got a stick in the middle there, but good look there from the Hitmen, and I believe the guy coming off the bench touched it before his counterpart got off, so the Express now will have to go on the penalty kill. And they will send Teasy, Nolan, Will, and Avi out. So 2 minutes on the board. Too many men will be served by McFarland. Face-off won by the Express, and Avi goes for the clear. Lathrop able to knock it down. Swing it to the other side. Augustoni down low. Picked up by Will. Captain clears it right to the point. Swung back now to Colton Lathrop, who gets a shot off. And pad save by McDonald. And now fumbled at the point by Augustoni, so they'll have to try and reset up. A pressure by the Express forces them to retreat. Nolan, like a dog chasing a bone right here, is hounding the headman. And Devendorf will be first to this one. Chance to clear it all the way down, but a good play there at the point. Keeps it in, but this time the captain bangs it off of the far wall. 1 minute left in the Hitman man advantage. And here they come again. Rizos keeps him outside, and an errant pass, but not cleared. And now they get in front. Lathrop on the point. Into the skates of Pierce. Could be an odd man rush. A nice move there by Pierce. But the Hitman able to thwart that odd man rush. So Bernstein with it. And once again, Andy will have a chance to dump this one all the way down. 14 seconds left in the man advantage. What has been a pretty good kill so far. Now Munger giving chase. Almost gets a stick on that one. And Rammer with a good stick. And they will have to retreat again. So we're 5-on-5. And right out of the box comes McFarland. And that puck's loose in front. Picked up by Rammer behind the net where Munger is. Munger takes a big hit. Tad high. Stays with it. And now here comes Cosgrove. A little bit of a 2-on-1 pass there. Mason able to break it back up. Here comes McFarland. Picked off by Julian. Good play by 77. 10:19 left here, period one. Express clinging to that early 1-goal lead. As they will dump and chase. AJ. Wirtz picks it off in the neutral zone. Loses it. Julian there to stake his claim and fire it in the direction of AJ. Big hit there by AJ. To the point for Tryon. Able to keep it in. Shot. Rebound loose. And Devendorf will go give chase. Stretch pass for TZ, who's hit from behind and goes down as McDonald will elect to cover that up. 9:08 left, period one here, 1-0 Express. TZ with Murphy and Torts. Devendorf and Rigos. Face off one. And then blocked by Rigos. Good stick there by Tryon to Murph. Finds Torts and was expecting Murph to keep going and did not. And now Tortorella taking himself and dumping nicely for Murphy, who picks it up. Shot! Score! The Murphman! Beautiful pass by Tortorella, picked up by Murphy, and he knows what to do with it. And the Express are out to a 2-0 lead. So on the breakout on the play before, Coach Gillespie told Torts need to make a better pass. Instant results, because that was a better pass. And it leads to a breakaway right on the stick of Murphy. And he beats Insato, and it's 2-0 Express. DeMeo out for Dratty. Andy trying to walk the line. Blocker saved by Insato. In front again. DeMeo behind the net. Now it is Pierce. Cleared to Andy. As the Hitmen will elect to dump it down where Dratty picks it up. Cross ice for Mason. A little bit out of my view and underneath me. Shot is wide and rims all the way out. Julian will dump it all the way down. Picked up by Nigro. Rimmed around, back to Nigro. Good move by Colin now, looking for a man. Instead makes his own spot, but a good save there by Insato, and Colin creates his own scoring opportunity. Eventually got his hands on the rebound, but maybe ran out of real estate a little bit to create a true scoring angle. Oh, the starting five on the ice now for an offensive faceoff with 6:48 here in period one, holding a 2-0 lead. Puck loose, AJ. Nolan. Up to Avi, cross to Tryon. Rigo, shot! Whizzes by and out. Kept in now nicely by Avi. Centering pass. Somebody's got a broken twig. And Avi will give chase on what turns into an icing, but more good offensive possession time for the Express. Good D-to-D pass. Munger will face it off with Ramsey and Pierce. Andy and Will are on defense. Face-off controlled by the Hitmen as they look to clear the zone. Unable to do so. Will settles under that like it was a punt. And now the Hitmen into the zone. Good play there by Ramsey to clear the zone. McFarland giving chase. Munger heading towards the net. The Hitmen hounded there by McFarland. See just how hard the Hitmen have to work to be able to even dump the puck in. Shows you the level that the Express are playing through today. Murphy centering pass, good play. Tort's got a stick on it, and Sato makes the pad save. Murph will give chase again. Good pass back to Avi. Fires one wide. Julian down low. Torts taking his spot at the point, and Julian went for a centering pass, too tall for DeMeo. Julian. Torts content to dump it, and they'll go for a change here. Torts fires it down low. Bernstein able to gain the blue line. Well, good play by Works now, and back they come. And again, good defense by the Express. 2-on-1. Centering pass. Good defense there by the Hitmen, able to break that up. And this is going to be icing. As Will wisely lets that one go. So we'll set up an offensive face-off. So Nolan leans in with 3:20 left in period one. Face-off one, back to Will. Fires one into the corner. Rigos dives down there to get it. Able to win that battle. Dumps it down for Colin. Pass centering. And Sato got a stick on it. And here's AJ. Good play. A good shot by Nolan and a big save by Insato there to keep this a 2-0 game. And the captain in a foot race here. And a little help coming for the Hitmen. And now a little help came in there for the Express in the name of Nolan, who's looking to go coast to coast here. And it looks like they will ice it again. So the Hitmen unable to really break out at all today, which is a good sign for the way the Express are playing. As Ashok has informed me, it is McGrath, Declan, who I know was feeling sick yesterday. I assume that didn't get any better. And we wish Declan a speedy recovery and hope he's watching from the couch as the boys got him a 2-goal lead. With McGrath out, as McFarlane and Munger both playing forward today. And the boys doing a good job picking it up for Declan so far. Good stick there by Munger. Pass. Andy unable to hold that. We'll swing it over to Brett. And it wasn't touched, so could have been an icing, but instead Murphy gets a stick on it. McFarlane and Murphy behind the net. Murphy, stick lift, shot, score! No, loose, still loose. Oh, Hudson had the whole net. Ashok put his hand up. I thought we were home. Well, McFarlane's going to get another chance here. Buries it down low. 1 minute left in this period one. And a good sliding stop by Wertzy behind the net now. And Teasy gets it up to Torts and unable to clear it. And this time Wirtz will dump it down, and not enough on it for an icing, so good effective play. DeMayo trying to find Torts on a breakaway. Rigos, and that puck skips over Tortorella's stick. Bit of a bouncer. So it turns into an icing. 17 seconds left here, period two. One more defensive face-off. And coach sends out Teasy to take this final face-off of the opening period. And he's able to win it. And Rigos with an errant pass there with 6 seconds left in the period, winds up in the back of the net. 6 seconds left, gotta cover that puck up and hold it, know where the time is. Instead, pass off of the boards where nobody was, and a bad goal. So we'll face it off here at center ice, 0.7 seconds left, and we'll go into period two in a bit of a downer. 2-1 game now. So guessing that I hung my kid out to dry, but based on what I'm hearing, maybe not his fault, as the puck was sent where it was supposed to be. But with the time left in the period, maybe just kind of covering it up would have been the better idea. We'll take a quick break here, and the ice cut will come between periods 2 and 3 if there is one. But coach certainly not thrilled. Period that was absolutely dominated by his team. Could have been 3 or 4 to nothing. Instead ends at 2-1. Or skate back behind the net. So we'll switch sides and drop the puck on period 2. A game that has been absolutely slanted with ice towards the Express end, but only a 1-goal lead. We do not want to give the Hitmen life, which clearly we just did. Same 5 will get going. So we are underway in period 2. Face-off control by the Express. Nigro flips it into the zone. Rimmed around, try on. Good pass there by, almost a goal from Avi. Nolan with a nice pass. Try on. Blocker to side. And Nolan using his D really well. And that one got a piece of the post. And then the net started to move. So a couple good opportunities. A couple good shots from the Westchester defenseman and good puck movement from Brinson. Finding some open men who tried to reward him with an assist. 16:23 left here, period 2. Face off this time won by the Hitmen. Good stick there by Murphy. Out. And offsides there. As Tran and Avi setting up the pressure right at the defensive blue line. Couple sticks delaying the entry leads to an offsides. And another offsides. Mason leaves it for Andy. Nigro off the wall. Andy to Colin. Stays on his feet. Gonna get a wrister off here. Rebound. AJ loose in front. Puck still loose. Still loose. And the Hitmen come away with it. Nice move there. And then Andy forced to go back and take a penalty. So a nice move. Got him behind the defense, and Andy trying to recover. Just got his stick in the wrong place, and so 2 minutes in the box for him. And the Westchester penalty killers, at least for the moment, are Dratty and Pierce and Will and Juliet. 15-20 left, period 2, protecting a 1-goal lead now, which is certainly in jeopardy. Colton Lathrop dumps it down. Julian will be first to it. Unable to clear it. Have another opportunity, but to the point. Shot. Rebound is loose, then in. I don't know if it hit off of Everett's stick or his pad or his skate, but it popped up and over his shoulder and then rolled into the net. And we are tied at 2. This has been a theme against this team. Once again in a game Express were dominating. It is now 2-2 as goals that bookend the end of the first and beginning of the second have tied this one up. And now here they are again in the Westchester zone. And all alone, that one gloved by McDonald. 14:40 to go, period 2. Nolan, drop pass for AJ. Shot. Pad save. Avi, that one gets through. AJ looking for a rebound, can't stay on its feet. And so the Hitmen able to get it out. AJ behind the net looking for Munger. Munger swings it back, but only Big Junie is there. .13:48 here, period 2. Murphy, Tortorella, numbers here for the Express. Torts with a shot. And picked up and dropped by Sato. As Torts dove back down towards the net. Perhaps the Hitmen didn't love it, but puck was on the ice. TZ leans in for the face-off. 13:33 tie game. Murphy, shot. Blocker save. Good quick wrister by Murphy on set play off of the face-off. As Tony Sams makes a change. And we'll do it again. Easier save this time for Ensata. Murph again. This shot is wide this time. And out. 2-on-1 now. Rigos giving chase. And does just enough to break that one up. 13 left in a 2-all game. Five fresh ones for the Express. Draddy, Pierce, DeMeo, Julian, and Brett. Turnover there. Pierce looking for Draddy. Draddy had a chance at a 2-on-1 there and went for the dump instead. Glove down by Rammer. Big hit by Will, picked up by Mason. He will fire it down below where Ensata will play it to one of his defensemen. Hitman will try to break out, but Munger steps in front of it. Now 1-on-2 is Andy. Makes the play. A lot of Hitmen on the ice at one time there. Certainly could have been too many men on Jersey. But good stick there by AJ. Got a 2-on-1 the other way. Will. Good stick by Will. Break that one up. Now AJ had a chance to chip that up and cause an odd man break for Westchester. Unable to do so. And then we'll dump this down low as there is no icing. So Nigro will go after that one. Wirtz. Collin. Pass in front to AJ. Score! Nigro to AJ. And Westchester retakes the lead with 10:49 left in period 2. And back-to-back days, AJ gets a pass put right on his stick and finds a way to light the lamp. When you pass it to the guy in the right spot, the percentage of scoring goes way up. And AJ taking advantage of a good pass and rewarding his teammate with an assist, same as he did yesterday. Well, good hard shift there for the Express as they regain the lead here with 10:43 left in period 2. Cosgrove shot, saved by Everett. Rebound, another save by Everett. And a whistle here as I believe the net is off. Some bodies roaming freely in front of the Express net that time. Big Mac takes care of business. So the Hitmen, who were really struggling to break out in the first period, seem to have found their legs a little bit here and are getting into our zone much easier than they had been. That's going to be an icing. Pierce claiming that he got a stick on it and shouldn't be icing, but ref saw it a different way. Just under 10 minutes left here in period 2. Express now up a goal again. I'd love a couple more heading into the ice cut. Face-off won by TZ behind the net where Rigos D-to-D to Avi and a good breakout there. Well, at least the beginnings of a good breakout. Found their way into the zone. Maybe not as smooth as it started out. And now Rigos keeps his man out, and then a good pass for Tortorella. Finds Avi, who was pinching up. Good shot. Rebound was juicy. And sticked out of play by Andy. .852 left here, period 2, 3-2 home team. Munger will lean in for the defensive face-off. Wins it. Mason. A bad bounce there as Ramsey was waiting for the breakout. And hit something and came right back into the middle. And they'll have to try it again. And this time Rammer able to eventually clear the zone where McFarland picks it up, but it 1-on-3, so he wisely dumps it behind the net and gives chase. Good pass in front there by McFarland for Munger. And Sato able to make the save. Ice in front of the benches is really chewed up now. And desperate for an ice cut. These big 15-year-olds really chew it up. Turned over Mason as Munger now retreats. And McFarland will dump it back down again. Good pressure here by the Express and a good shift by that line. 7:35 left, 3-2 game in the second period. AJ off the wall looking for Nolan. Touches up. Good move there by Colin. Had the puck skip on him. And a good keep there by Works. Nigro looking for AJ again instead. Creates his own shot, then passes to AJ, whose stick was down, but I don't think he saw the pass coming. It's a Josh Allen fastball. Maybe just a tad tough or too close, but good idea. Just under 7 minutes here, period 2. Couple of good looks there. And Sato, a couple of saves, keeping this a one-goal game. He has been under attack throughout. That's going to be offsides. And now the Express touch up and can go back on the attack, and they do. And a good step up there by Wirtz. As the forecheck continues to look strong for the Express. Another good step for Wirtz as he will dump it down again. Good shift by 18. As now icing is waved off. So right up the ice they go. DeMeo gets a stick on it, but he was behind. And that icing should not have been waved off, but allows Westchester to change and go back to work. Dangerous pass there. Will for Avi. And Torts had a step. Puck never really bounced out to him far enough, so it will be an icing. .5:20 left here, period 2, 3-2 game. Murph first to that puck. Torts second. Centering pass loose. Picked up by Murphy. Shot. Murphy. Torts. Avi. Behind the net for Murph. Puck was bouncing. Off the wall for Andy. Cross for Avi. Glove save, or at least deflected by Insato. Behind the net where Green tries to start the breakout, but Avi pinches up, gets a stick on it, and Rammer, who was there to help out, kind of fanned on it, and Andy able to stick lift at just the last minute, saving Everett from having to get involved. And on the long change, Avi's been stuck out there for a while. And finally able to get off. Mason and Andy on now. And it is Mason. Blocker save. Which will lead to a chance here for the Hitmen. And an interference call, I believe, is going to go against AJ. Who, his man kind of got behind him. And I don't know if it was a desperation move or what, but interference is the call. Number 20 for 2 minutes into the box. 3:48 left here, period 2. Once again, Westchester clinging to a 1-goal lead in a game that they have dominated, and again now having to kill off a penalty. Nolan will whack that one wisely all the way down. Good start to the kill. TZ, the headman, as Insato played it a little gingerly behind the net. TZ just hounding the puck. 1-on-2. And now here they come. Good stick there by Tryon, and then a body. And they'll clear it out. Westchester try to make it tough on them getting in. They are able to dump it, and it's on net to Everett, who will cover it up with 1:13 left on the kill. 3 minutes left in the period. Will and Julian Andrade and Torts. Face-off controlled by Lathrop at the point. Colton gets it back. Battle in front there as that puck squirts by, but the Hitmen are on it. Tortorella now able to clear it. 55 seconds left on the man advantage. Oh, now Wirtz is out there. Pretty nice angle on that shot, and the game is tied. A bit of a personnel mix-up there on that goal. And we're tied again at 3, 2:25 left in period 2. AJ, shot! Good save there. Golden opportunity for AJ to retake the lead again. 2:16 left here, period 2. Face-off. Loose. And eventually controlled by Nigro. Good pass for AJ. And this time, he scores! AJ with his second goal of the game, third of the weekend. And Westchester retakes the lead, 4-3, 2 minutes and 8 seconds left in period 2. And another chance now for Westchester to try to pull away in a game that they have otherwise dominated. And icing. Just under 2 minutes left here, period 2. Torts leaves it for Murphy. Dives to the net. And net is now off, but ref didn't see it. Loose in front, and now he sees it. And Murph with a chance there in front of the net and surrounded by 4 hitmen as Torts walks in and makes sure everything's okay. I don't think Murph's completely satisfied with that. .138 left here in period 2. Funky bounce there off the wall allows Westchester to keep the puck in. Swarming pressure. Gonna need a touch up there. And Andy will fire it back down again. We approach the 1 minute mark here of period 2. Loose in front there, but cleared by the Hitmen as they'll break it out. 1-on-2, but a good move by C. Augustoni. Allows him to ultimately get a shot on goal. Pretty good individual effort from him. McDonald with the save, and then got himself a face full of ice as a reward. 55 seconds left here, period 2. Anticipating about a 15 to 17 minute break while they cut the ice. Face off. Pulled by Avi, but picked up by the Hitman, and that is a big save there by Big Mac. A really dangerous play, an ugly, juicy spot for the Hitmen. It would look like a sure goal, and Everett with the save of the day, keeping this a 1-goal lead, bailing out a group that is probably about to get screamed at. So those 5 come off the ice, got bailed out by their goaltender, and the new 5 will try to finish off the last 45 seconds. Avi rims it around for Colin, who's got some room. Cross ice pass for AJ, looking for the Hattie. Looked that time for Nolan in front. Pass a little too tall. Nigro, good pass. AJ will dump it back into the corner. 26 seconds left in this period. Nigro, pass, and it comes out, and Rigos will have to go chase it. Off the wall, and AJ, Colin, 12 seconds left. Avi tried to get it back to Colin. This ice is really slow right now. And that will do it here in period number 2. Westchester 4, the Hitmen 3. And this will be a locker room with some interesting conversation for a team that's winning the game. We'll be back after the ice cut. not afraid of it. From one of these apple places.
So nice not having to worry about internet and power. I think the only thing is, as we said last time, it's just hard to get the play right on it.
I'm trying to grab the right cookie. Here and here. More here and here. Yeah. So the desperately needed ice cut is come and gone. And we'll get ready for period 3 here. "17 minutes stand between the Express and a good Thanksgiving break. And a really massive save by Everett McDonald kept this game 4-3 right before the break. And if we had more money in our production budget and we're able to show you the stats, you will see that Westchester is dominating this game in every single way possible other than the scoreboard, letting the Hitmen once again hang around in a game they should have blown them out. So maybe they'll exercise the demons here and figure this out in this next 17 minutes. One practice this week on Tuesday before we get a break that'll go through for the weekend into the following Tuesday. Well, they'll pick it up and take back off to finish off the year. Nolan steps in for the face-off. Original 5 are out there, and it's 1. And chip back to Rigos, who gains the red line, fires it all the way down. Where AJ, first body on it. And they will ice it right away. "21 seconds gone by here, period 3. St. 5 will stay out there for an offensive zone face-off. Migro. Puck loose in front. And AJ with a golden opportunity for a hat trick. Found more Insato more than Insato found him on that one. So we'll try the face-off on the other side. And AJ again controlling it. Again, pad saved by Insato. Now, Avi. I'm not sure where the puck is. I think it's in his equipment somewhere. .16:11 left in a third period. Express win the faceoff. Mason fires it down. And forecheck goes to work again. Mason gambled a little bit there. Fortunately, backed up by TZ and Andy, and right back in they tried to come. And now Torts gets it as Murph. Couldn't get it to him, so now it's 3-on-2. Centering pass picked off by TZ, and Torts will clear the zone as the ref gets in the way there a little bit, preventing the Hitmen D from getting back. And Tortorella keeps it in the zone, but Westchester is going off for a change here. Good back check by TZ. As now it is the Hitmen who will go for a full change. DeMayo tries to take advantage. Pierce needs to touch up and does so. And they'll put the pressure on him again. It's just only at the tail end of the second that the Hitmen sort of started getting out of the zone clean. Short of that, good pressure all day by the Express. And here comes a 2-on-1. Dratty. Shot. Wide. And Wirtz dives down. And the Wirtz family will get hit with the old $300 price tag as the twig shatters. Not sure exactly what the call is here. Saying offsides. What was the call? Offsides? Well, since the face-off is going all the way down, I am not quite sure why we stopped play there. Will. Shot. Rebound. Loose. Sato making the saves, but not really covering it up. And leading to a lot of second chance opportunities like that one. This time, he does indeed cover it up. Just under 14 minutes left in this hockey game. 4-3 Express are leading. Munger, Ramsey, McFarland, Will, Ollie. Face-off won by the Express. Munger puts it down low. McFarland. Ramsey now giving chase. And able to fire it down low. And it's going to be icing again. So 13:33 left, period 3. Another offensive face-off for Westchester. And they iced it again. Pretty big sign of a team, once again, that is struggling to get any kind of clean rush going and feeling the pressure. They keep icing the puck. Problem is the few mistakes Westchester has made. 3 of them have wound up in the back of the net. Would have been a 4th if not for a big save by Big Mac at the end of period 2. AJ behind the net. Andy, try on into the skates of Colin. Colin working 1-on-2 there. And good play there by Colin. Back for Tryon. Fires one into the glove from Masada. Need to get that shot lower. Nolan unable to win that draw, and Hitmen try to go out the other side, but it's turned over. AJ, shot off the crossbar, and a rebound picked up by Nolan. Nolan Brinson, right place, right time. A snipe by AJ as he went for the hat trick. I believe it hit the crossbar and the post, and it bounced right into the waiting arms of Nolan Brinson, and he did not miss. 5-3 Express, 12:39 left, period 3. I'm going to check with my crack statistician here, but I believe that line has accounted for all 5 goals this afternoon. Okay. Wrong as usual. Murph with the 5th goal. Don't ever get old, folks. 1 from Murphy, 2 from AJ, 1 from Colin, and now Nolan Brinson, who has played some really good hockey of late, rewarded with a goal there. .12:16 left here, period 3, 5-3 Express. Defensive zone face-off. Centering pass. Murphy has Teasy. Good move by Murphy. Nice low shot. Another rebound. This one comes all the way out. Torts, cross to Avi. Murphy buries it down low. Good shift from the Murph man. So 3 Hitmen in there, 2 Express, and I don't know why the ref would call a whistle there. It was puck was not being covered up. Puck was moving around. Guess can't blame him for not wanting to watch that anymore, but under the letter of the law, that seemed like a inappropriate whistle. So a 2-goal lead once again, and each time the Hitmen have found a way to score next. And a clear trip behind the net. And Westchester will go on the power play as Pierce goes down. I thought it was Mangold, but we'll see who goes into the box. And instead it is number 12 for the Hitmen, who will go into the sin bin. Colton Lathrop, our old friend, will get to watch for hopefully less than 2 minutes. 11:19 left, period 3. Westchester trying to add to a 5-3 lead on the power play. Dratty, AJ, Nolan. Up top you got Wirtz and Nigro. Puck loose there in front. And they're able to clear it now. As Wirtz in a foot race. Everett has to cover that one up. Face off this time controlled by the Express. As Nigro now leads the breakout. Good entry. Wirtz gets a shot off. Loose in front! And AJ, the puck was bouncing. It was opportunity number 5 to complete the hat trick. Slipped off his fingers. Good pass inside and puck loose. Up and out of play. You could make a case with a little puck luck. AJ would have 6 goals today. He'd certainly like to and settle for 3. Currently stuck on 2. So a little over half of the power play expires and send out the second unit. Avi down low for Pierce. Back to Avi. Torts. Avi. Cross for Murph. And the wrist shot is into a bunch of bodies. The ensuing battle is won by the Express. Back on the stick of Murphy. Cross ice for Avi. And that shot again loose. Westchester taking advantage of Insato leaving a bunch of rebounds, keep firing pucks at them. Tortorella now with some room, and I believe this is going to be a penalty on Westchester. I am not really sure. Stick was dropped there by one of the Hitmen. Coach Gillespie not too happy with that penalty call. I can't say that I saw anything, but TZ will head to the box. So 18 seconds left of 4-on-4. The rest of it will be a Hitmen power play. Well, now it's Nolan and DeMeo, Tryon and Avi for 17 seconds. Puck around for Tryon. Nolan off the wall for DeMeo. Watch the man coming out of the box here. Tryon punches it around. And so now a minute and 39 seconds of power play time for the Hitmen, looking to claw back to within 1. DeMeo doing a nice job of chewing this power play up. But now here comes the Hitmen. And Rigo's going to have a chance to clear this puck. Swings and misses. Wisely puts it behind the net for Avi, who's got a lot of room to do whatever he wants. Fires it all the way down there. Nolan will try and face it and winds up picking up the puck. It took a bad bounce. And now towards the trailer. Mason. With 47 seconds left, and that one is out of play. 44 seconds left in the man advantage. TZ still in the box, as it is 5-3 Express. 8:21 left in period 3. Junie here? Let's see. Lathrop. Shot wide and bounces into the waiting arms of McDonald. 30 seconds left on the man advantage. Face-off controlled by the Hitmen. They swing it around to Colton. A lot of room. Walks in. And Everett with good vision on that one, able to make the save. Colton Lathrop was given a little bit of free rein to just walk in there. But with no traffic comes good vision for the goalie, and Big Mac up to the task. Just under 8 minutes left, 23 seconds left on the kill. Once again controlled by the Hitmen. And Avi's going to get to that, and the concierge kills a big portion of what's left of this penalty. And again, a little miscommunication behind the net. As we're 5-on-5 again. A high stick there by the Hitmen. Harriet touches up. .7:33 left in a 2-goal game. Offensive face-off for Munger. Won by the Hitmen. McFarland giving chase there. Puck gets to the point. Tryon decides to dive down. It's a shot off into the chest. And covered up. Munger goes for the face-off again. Again, Rigos this time. Fires it down low. But it's Ramsey. As the Hitman looking for a clear path out. Cannot find it. Turnover. Munger. Shot. And Sato saves that. More good pressure from the Express. Just under 7 minutes remaining period 3. Goal here could blow it open. Goal the other way, and it's nail-biting time. Hitman win the face-off. Tryon able to get it down. They'll have to touch up again, and McFarland giving chase. Avi back to Tryon. Off the wall for Hudson. A little too hard to handle. And good pass there, but bouncing puck. Pierce, or the Wirtz giving chase. And DeMeo picking up his spot on the point. And a little give and go almost, and Pierce now, or Wirtz. Now Pierce, and now a goal! I had the right guy! 6-3 Express. And another juicy rebound pounced on by the Express. who indeed finally take a 3-goal lead. Just under 6 minutes to play. Dratty. Puck loose again. We got a whistle here. Mayo had a chance to bury it, but ref style play assumed that the net was off. Approaching the 5-minute mark here in period 3, and a 3-goal lead now for the Express. And won't be icing because it's on net. Everett will kick it aside for Wirtz. Julian tries to put it back to him, but I think Wirtz had already started to head up ice. They'll go out the other side and get a chance to try it again. This time, good pass by Wirtz to Teasy. Absorb a big hit. And a couple of words from Green to Teasy. And icing waved off. And two Express run into each other here, allowing puck to be loose. Still loose. I thought it might have gone in. Refs are going to pull a pile off. McDonald made the save and then reached behind his back. And maybe the Angel, Snow Angel, lied on top of it, as it is indeed no goal. So Big Mac lying on his back. Under attack. A little bit of a sloppy possession time there by Express. Dave diving block there by Rigos in front of the net. Avi chips it off the board for AJ. Chips it to the point. And now out. And Nigro. AJ in front. There's AJ for the Hattie. And that time a good save by Insano. Number 20 has been all over the front of the net today. And they didn't wait for him to drop the puck on the faceoff, and he still gets a shot. Avi, that one's into his shins. Ryan got to chase it. Stays with it. And another good stick there. And it leads to a 2-on-1. AJ might have another chance at it if he can stay on sides, which he cannot. Oh, he wants it so bad. Was close. Was close to being onside. In fact, I thought he actually held his foot, but Shoke has better eyes and he's closer and says no. 3:15 left. Well, they've decided to move this face-off all the way down. Intentional offsides, apparently the call. As the Hitmen, one last gasp to get back into this hockey game. McFarland waited for the trailer. Munger couldn't wait any longer. Devendorf was looking for Munger, but it was a Hitman stick who got it, so Munger will have free reign to go back and get it, and does just that. The puck was rolling. And now it's Pierce. Goes wraparound, trying to get his second. Knocked down by Wirtz. Good pass by Wirtzy. DeMeo took a shot to the back from Green. Oh, definitely a dirty hit. Good save there by Everett. Works. Dumps it down deep. We'll get a couple fresh bodies here. We've hit the 150 mark of period 3. Murph slides one across, and Torts will go chase it. Andy across to Tryon. That time the shot squirts through the inside. Murphy tries for the rebound. Torts leaves it for Avi. Oh, it is Anderson. Paul off the stick of Murphy and into the net. 7-3 Express. That's why you keep your stick down. Second of the day for Murph. Don't even think he participated in the goal other than having his stick down. And was used as a bumper past Insato, who is usually pretty steady, not having his greatest day today. So now Westchester pulling away here in the final minutes of this one. Face-off controlled by Rigos. Fires it all the way down low. And now Tryon leaves it for Torts. Maybe it'll be Murphy who will get a hat trick. Rigos. Pass in front. And Andy takes a big hit. 42 seconds left. Julian, good stick. And picked off by Nigro. Under 20 seconds to go. AJ for Avi. Nigro. 7 seconds left. 5. And Sato makes one final save, and they will just let it run out. That's your final. And finally, Westchester soundly defeats the Hitmen in a game that was way closer than it needed to be early, and finishes up with a 4-goal victory and a 7-3 final heading into the Thanksgiving break. Enjoy what's left of your NFL Sunday and enjoy the holidays.